Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna be ranking every box cake that I could find. We're gonna taste them and we're gonna rank them. The two cakes that I'm starting with are representing Duncan Hines. This one is a pineapple supreme cake and it is $2.90. And then this one is the Duncan Hines angel food cake, which is $5.49. Here we go. We've already got a slice over here and I love pineapple cakes. So I feel like box cakes is just a huge category where we can make big improvements. It's a little artificial. It's got a lot of flavor. It tastes like a pineapple, but it tastes like an artificial pineapple. I do like the texture. It's got good moisture. It's very fluffy. All things that a cake are supposed to be, light and fluffy and airy, but the taste, ugh. When I'm reading the ingredients, I'm just really disappointed because there's like yellow 5, red 40, and it's just like, why does a pineapple cake need red 40? I love pineapple, and when I don't want to have another bite, there is a problem. I don't think you're worth the $2. You get over here. I'd rather spend my $2 on something that I would like to eat. All right, now next we have, this is the perfectly moist angel food cake. So I'll just cut a slice. Oh, I love angel food cake. Usually, you guys, I put a little whipped cream, strawberries. Oh, it's just, look at that, just a cloud. The texture is great. And this one, all you need to add to the box cake is water. And I like the simplicity of that. This cake had to add water, oil, and eggs. This, you just had to add water. This bright white color, I don't see any food coloring dyes in the ingredients. I love that. Here we go. Oh no, I think I'm becoming a cake snob, you guys, because that's just, I can taste the difference between a box cake now and a made from scratch cake. And it's just, it's so sweet, but I hate the aftertaste. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a higher score. We're gonna give it a D, but it wasn't that great, you guys. I'm hoping that there's gonna be some box cakes today that wow me. These two, it's been a race to the bottom. Next up is Bob's Red Mill. We have two representatives here today. Bob's Red Mill is a flour brand that I absolutely love. I think it's high quality, but I've never actually tried their cake mixes. This is the Bob's Red Mill Yellow Cake. It retails for $5.99. And then we have the Bob's Red Mill gluten-free chocolate cake, which retails for $5.91. A few ingredients that I'm seeing over here that I really like are the wheat flour. I love that. Also, I'm noticing that there's no artificial coloring in the cake. This is all natural color. All you have to add to this box is water, oil, and eggs. And all you have to add to this is water, milk, oil, and egg. Let's taste the let's taste the yellow cake. All right, the last yellow cake I had kind of scared me. So I'm hoping to get a better experience this time around. Oh my gosh, this is heaven. This is so good. It's so sweet, it's so fluffy, it's so moist. I love everything about this. I'm not waiting 2 more seconds. This gets an A. And now I'm gonna try the chocolate cake. I don't know that I've ever had a gluten-free box cake before. Oh, it's very moist. I love that. Just as I'm putting my little fork in here, okay. This is good, but I want more chocolate. I feel like I'm not getting enough chocolate. What do we have in here? How much chocolate's in here? This is a really good gluten-free cake, but I do feel like it's lacking in chocolate flavor. I want more chocolate. I guess if I did a chocolate icing, that would give me that intensified, chocolate, but it's pretty good. I mean, let's give it a B. This was pretty good. All right, Bob, with your gluten-free chocolate cake mix. Next box cake is from Sur La Table, which is one of my favorite places to shop. It's got professional knife sets. It's got every kitchen gadget. It's just got everything. They even have, I guess, food. When this was baking last night, it smelled like heaven. So the price of this cinnamon coffee cake from Sur La Table is $16.95. And I really like a lot of the ingredients that you're seeing in here. There's barley flour. The other thing that I like is that there's no artificial colors. Now, the things that you do need to add to this cake are milk, sour cream, butter, and eggs. I add sour cream to my chocolate cakes and it just gives them extra moisture and like a density, and it's so, wow. I know what you guys are thinking. You had to add so many ingredients. Why don't you just make it from scratch? Well, at least they pre-mixed all the, you know, dry ingredients for you already. If you could smell this. If you could smell this. Oh my gosh, look at that. You know what's really weird about coffee cakes is there's no coffee in it. And I was like, why do they call it a coffee cake if there's no coffee in it? Like a pineapple cake with no pineapple. Well, I looked it up. They said it's because it goes well with coffee. And I'm like, wouldn't that be any cake? Oh my God. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I gotta stop myself. I got a lot of cakes today, but so far, this is my favorite. Great texture, there's moisture, it's fluffy, it's a little denser, it's moist, it's so crumbly on the top. It tastes amazing. I love the ingredients. The only thing that's weird is a little bit, I am tasting that little after. The little bit of the apple, but you know what? It's the best one I've had, so we're giving this an A+. Like, I could actually eat an entire slice of that. Next, we're gonna try the least expensive cake mix. Now, this is from the brand Jiffy, and this is their golden yellow cake mix. The price of this cake is $1.12, and I believe it's their only cake mix. I know them for instant cornbread, like a cornbread mix, but I had no idea that they made cakes. Came in a very small box, which is why the cake is a lot smaller. All right, here we go. Oh gosh. Knowing it has yellow 40, it's just making me go, bleh. The texture is, the texture of the cake is like a little milly, gritty. It's not as soft and fluffy. I guess maybe it does come from the cornbread. Oh, it's dry. The only thing it's got going for it is the price, but I'm not a fan of anything else. This is gonna come over here in the F. Next up, we have Dolly Parton's box cake mix. This one, which is a coconut cake, retails for $2.17. And this one, which is the Dolly Parton chocolate cake, retails for $2.17. I absolutely love Dolly Parton, and so I cannot wait to try these. Let's try this coconut cake first because I love tropical flavors. I love pineapple, I love coconut, and I'm just hoping that this is going to be better than our last tropical cake. I think it is. It tastes less artificial. It tastes more like a natural coconut cake. And I love that there's no food coloring dyes. That's great. Okay, now let's taste the chocolate cake. Ooh, my second chocolate cake of the day. Pretty much the best day ever. That one's a little bit more chocolatey too, which I appreciate. So you know what? That brings us to our very first special category of the day. I'd buy it because they're fabulous. And that's basically Dolly Parton. If I was gonna give it a ranking, it would be slightly above those first Duncan Hines cakes that we tried. But because it's Dolly, she gets her own category. You're going here, Dolly. And Dolly. The next box cakes are from Betty Crocker, which I learned in a trivia game years ago that she is not a real person. All these years, I thought Betty Crocker was a real gal. No, she was made by marketing. She's fake. So let's see what her cakes taste like. The Betty Crocker Oreo white cake retails for $5.49. And then the Betty Crocker pound cake retails for $4.99. All right, let's try this Oreo cake. Isn't Oreos getting sued for like being inedible? Is that true? Did you see that in the news? Okay. I mean, that just tastes good because it's Oreos. Right when you bite into the cake, it tastes really good. It tastes nostalgic, very cookies and cream, Oreos. The cake itself is light and fluffy, but then that aftertaste, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Okay, now let's try this. Let's try a pound cake. I don't want an end piece. Who does? Nobody. Oh, these are great. One of my favorite recipes I ever made. It actually had shortening in it, I think, but oh my gosh, I know that's not healthy, but I made a pineapple pound cake and it was so bomb. I bet I can make it again, tweak the recipe without that. But pound cake is like, oh my God, it's like eating banana bread zucchini cake. You can just eat it like this, just, I love the texture of this. The texture is right on. It's a perfect pound cake, and I love the texture on top with that like a little bit more moisture. That is so good. A little bit of that aftertaste though. But this one, the pound cake is better than this one taste-wise. All right, so you, Oreos, for this price, this is almost $6. We're not even near Bob. You're not even, for $6, there's no way. You don't, this, no. The crap ingredients in here, you're going down here. And for this price, you know what? You had less and crazy ingredients. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move these around. You might be here. No, you're going down there. That's terrible. For $4.99, I'll put that there. I did like how that tasted more. So again, they're hanging out down here. These guys got some work to do. The next box cakes that I'm gonna try are from Williams-Sonoma. They're the most expensive box cakes that we're gonna try today. $20 for a box cake is pretty pricey because you can go to the bakery, like your local bakery in a grocery store in the fresh section and pick up a fresh cake there. So this one you have to do on your own and you have to add some ingredients. So like to the red velvet cake, you have to add milk, butter, and eggs. And to the rich dark chocolate cake, you have to add milk, butter, and eggs. For this one, there's no added color and there's no crazy oils, which I appreciate. I cannot wait to try this chocolate cake. And then for our red velvet cake, red 40 food coloring. Not worth red 40. Nope. All right, let's try this chocolate cake. I'm gonna go right here in the middle. Wow. Okay, texture-wise, I love it. It's got a lot of moisture. It's not a dry chocolate cake. Texture's perfect. This is a great chocolate cake. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna give these different ratings because they're not the same. You're going down there, especially for the price. I don't care. That's gross. All right, and then you can come up here. You're pretty good. We're gonna put you for the price. I didn't love the price, but it's a great chocolate cake. And it was better than this cake tasting. And I like that there was no coloring, so we're gonna put you here. Boom. Next up, King Arthur box cakes. My aunt used King Arthur flour for years to make all of our family Italian pastas from scratch, so I really am a fan of the brand, but I've never tried their cake mixes. We've got two in front of us. The gluten-free confetti cake retails for $5.26. The apple spice cake retails for $12.98. Let's try this one first. It's confetti cake, it's gluten-free. And it's got all the oils, so let's see. Oh, the texture is nice. It's dense, it's fluffy. Great moisture. Oh my God. This is lovely. I'm not happy about the oils, but I love everything else. Wow, you're here. Wow, that's an A for me. Now let's cut into this one. Apple spice cake with a bourbon glaze on top. Oh, look at that. It breaks, it cracks just like a glazed donut. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, and it's a cute little bundt cake. Oh. There's even little dehydrated apple chunks in the batter, you guys. Wow. What? This is for a box cake, you guys. Boom. Okay, one more. I know I got a lot of these, but this is too good. Wow. Good job, King Arthur. Curtsy to you. How are you supposed to curtsy? Next up is my friend Jonny Cakes. He does sell box cake mixes now, and unfortunately, he's sold out. He couldn't even get me a box, and we're friends. He was like, you gotta get on the wait list. So I'm gonna put this under the category, I'd buy it because they're fabulous. So this is where Johnny's gonna be. He's just over here. I haven't even tried the cake, but I know Jonny, I know his style, I know his taste, and he's going right there. Boom. And he should also send me a box when you have it back in stock, okay? Because I don't even get a bite. And sorry, the image looks so weird. It's like literally wet down here. It's still soaking wet because Molly just made this and she glued it on and it's like uber, like it's wet. Like I was like, why does it feel too much glue? Holy bug. Okay, moving on. Here we go. Here we go. Next box cake is from Cadbury. The only thing that I've had of Cadbury are those yummy little chocolate eggs for Easter. I had no idea that they made a box cake. So this we got from World Market. The cake is chocolate and it retails for $8.99. And then to the box cake, you add milk, oil, and eggs. So just 3 things. I wonder if it tastes like the little eggs. Let's see. Kind of sticks in my teeth a little bit. I'm always worried that chocolate cakes will be a little bit dry because that's usually where they go wrong. This has a ton of moisture. I would almost say like maybe too much. It's actually sticking onto my teeth like my molars. The taste is great, but the texture is just too tacky. It's really sticky. It's like a toffee cake or something. That's weird. You know what? I'm just gonna put you here as a C. C's get degrees, Cadbury, because it is a chocolate cake. Oh, it says a moist chocolate cake, that indeed. But they should put extremely moist chocolate cake. Next up is Walmart's brand Great Value. We have 2 cakes from them. One is the Devil's Food Cake. The retail price is $1.23. And then for this cake, it is their white confetti cake, and it retails also for $1.23. There's a lot of brands at Walmart that I love, and I love the price of these cakes. Let's see what the ingredients look like. There's a lot of those oils that I don't like. It's got the yellow 5, the red 40s. All right, so let's just see how these taste. Let's take a little bite here. The texture is perfection. It's light and fluffy and airy, and it's so sweet and great texture, great flavor. All right, let's try the chocolate cake. Wow, this is nostalgic. These are like those chocolate box cakes that I had growing up. They taste similar to the Pillsbury ones. It tastes delicious. And I hate to do this, you guys, because the price is good, the taste, the texture is good, but the ingredients are just terrible for you. If you're gonna buy a cheap box cake, this is the way to go. But because of the red 40 and yellow, like those things need to get out of food. So instead of giving it an F, I'm gonna give it a D. Next cake is from Miss Jones. I don't know who she is, but let's get to know her and see if we like her. Something that she's doing that's a little different than the other box cakes is that she has made an organic cake mix, which I think is so cool. All right, so in front of me is her vanilla cake mix, and the retail price is $6.99, so it's a little bit more expensive than your Duncan Hines, your Great Value, your Betty Crocker's. It's around the Bob's Red Mill. To your box cake, you're gonna add a little bit of milk, butter, and eggs. So pretty simple. Things that you usually have around the kitchen. Let's give it a taste. I'm so excited. This is our first organic cake. I like the price, I like the ingredients. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Miss Jones. Miss Jones, it's simple, it's good. I love it. Next cake is from Open Nature. Something I think is really cool about this brand is that all of their cake mixes are gluten-free. The one that I have in front of me is their yellow cake and cupcake mix. It retails for $6.99. I'm so excited to try this. Okay, let's try it. It's gluten-free. It's got simple ingredients. Let's see. Oh, wow. The texture is wonderful. It has so much moisture. It feels a little bit more like a pound cake. It's pretty dense. It has great moisture. It's very soft. Wow. You know what? This is getting an A. A student. There you go. You know what? Are you an A+? I think you are for gluten-free. I think that's one of the best tasting gluten-free cakes that I've had so far in my life. Going a little far, but not too far. And then now we're going straight into Pillsbury. Oh, kill me. Woohoo! It's a cartoon. It's fake. This Pillsbury Doughboy, I thought he was real when I was growing up. Next up, we have a box cake that I grew up with, the Pillsbury Funfetti cake, which retails for $3.29, and then the Pillsbury White cake, which retails for $2.99. I actually think that I had this for my 21st birthday. When I turned 21, my mom said, "What kind of cake do you want?" And I said a funfetti cake, and I think she made me a Pillsbury Funfetti confetti cake, and she made a homemade icing icing to put on top of it, but she actually used a box cake, and then she threw a bunch of candies on it. And when I turned 21, she also put little mini alcohol bottles on top. I think the 5 of them that make a Long Island, and I had my first Long Island iced tea. Anyways, let's take a bite. I mean, it's incredible. It's soft, it's fluffy, it's aftertaste, which I used to never even notice until you start eating clean for a really long time, and then you'll, eat something that's not, and then you're like, whoa. All right, well, let's try their all white cake because it's a little bit cleaner. Oh my gosh, the texture, amazing, soft. It's like you're eating a cloud. I don't love this, but this is a little bit better. Better tasting, less aftertaste, but both textures, incredible. Incredible. I'm gonna put you right here with your friend. You can hang out there. And then, you know what? I'm gonna put you here. Next up, we're gonna try some Krusteaz. That's right, the brand is Krusteaz, and this box cake retails for $3. It is their cinnamon swirl crumb cake. For $3, that's a good price. So let's see what we get for $3. Oh, do we do a corner piece or not? This is so hard to decide. Okay, I'll do a corner. Let's give it a taste. Oh wow, the crumble on top is almost like the cinnamon challenge. It's very cinnamony. The rest of the cake and this layer, great flavor. I like the texture of the cake. The top of the cake, the crumble, just has way too much cinnamon. It dried out my mouth, but all things considered, it's not bad. And if you were a cinnamon lover, you're gonna love that. I'm gonna put you down here though, because I almost choked. That was pretty dry for me. It's too much. It's too much cake. And we're back. Next up, we have box cake mix from Sweet Laurel. I first heard about this brand when she made cookies, and I believe her life stories is that she had a health issue, like an autoimmune disease or something, and so she wanted to make food and treats and desserts like these cookies and things that were just better for you. And I didn't even know she made cake, so I'm so excited because her cookies have such clean ingredients. They're really amazing. Usually they're in the frozen section at your grocery store, so if you ever are walking by the frozen section, look for Sweet Laurel. I'm a big fan, and I can't wait to try this cake. Okay, so this cake is gluten-free chocolate cake, and the retail price is $11.99, and look, this is the shortest list of ingredients I've seen all day. Almond flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and Himalayan pink salt. And then the 3 things that you add to it are maple syrup, vanilla, and eggs. And then if you want to make it vegan, you would not add the eggs. You can do a flaxseed replacement. It's really easy. So anyways, but we made it with the eggs, and I'm gonna give it a try. I'm so excited. I love her cookies. So the texture is great. I can feel it. You gotta make room. You gotta move down. Up here, we have got valedictorian Sweet Laurel. My favorite cake of the day. It tastes so good, the texture is perfect. I love the ingredients. This is a cake I can make for my nephews, this is a cake I can make for my mom and feel good about it. Depending on your budget, I do understand that people want a quick, affordable, easy to make cake, but a lot of the times we're making these cakes at home, it's for like a birthday party or a get together, something special with friends. So I would really encourage you, if you're gonna try one cake out of all of the cakes that we tried today, try Sweet Laurel, because price-wise, it's right in the middle. It's $11.99. You could probably even do cupcakes with this, which I think is a great idea. And I love the ingredients. I haven't seen anything better today. All right, that does it for row ranks. I tried every box cake that I could find. Let me know in the comments what I should rank next. All right, thanks again for watching, you guys. Bye-bye.